Similar Podcast.
Cheers to Oddly Similar Podcast, episode number 7.
Yep.
Yes,
Number 7. Moving along quite nicely. We are here once again.
Yep.
I am Rello, and to the right of me I have
DJ Hypa, what's up?
DJ Dane-Ja in the building.
What's good? It's Darren.
It's Joel. EAZ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going? Everybody gooch?
Yes, sir.
Man, pretty good week.
That's what it is. That's what it is. We got Memorial Weekend coming up. Anybody got some special things they getting into? What we doing? I know my DJ friends might have a couple of things we got going on this weekend.
Yeah. Go ahead, Danger.
Yeah. What May 26th? What's May 26th is Friday?
It's Saturday.
May 25th, I got an all-white Sweet 16. That should be fun. You know, I never actually did a Sweet 16 where it's clothes and color theme. And, you know, I'm one of those DJs that actually follow themes, so I'm excited about that. The 27th, I'm at La Rive. That's in Midtown of Manhattan. Come out if you ain't doing nothing. And on Sunday, I'm at Taj. So this whole weekend is looking like a lituation for myself.
26. 26, you're at La Rive.
Pull up, bro.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you,
yeah,
all right.
Sunday, right?
Sunday the 27th.
Sunday is Taj, though, you said.
Sunday.
Taj Sunday, La Rive Saturday, Sweet 16 on Friday.
Nah, you got a dope weekend.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yes, Sunday I'm going to be at that Hayati Lounge. It's definitely a brunch day party. Yo, man, I'm starting to get on your level now, Danger. Brunch kings now.
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself that, but you know, I fucks with brunch. I put it this way, man.
I fuck with the brunch,
we all of our crowd, we're getting older, so niggas don't be partying at nighttime no more.
Yeah.
Go out and during the daytime, you get eat your food on, you get drunk, and you still got time to sleep to wake up in the morning.
It seemed like those hours also is like the less fight hours.
I don't know what clubs you be going to.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the overnight clubs and shit, they niggas be wilding out. But
I just feel like, too, the brunch give you like a different type of vibe. It's compared to the nightlife, and when people come out and party during the day, it's like you get a bit more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes is not going to come on bright day with like, yo, what up? What's popping? Like,
I never saw a fight in a brunch party.
Nah.
Most importantly, the women love food, and you know we got to cater to the women. So as long as you fill their belly, my nigga, they happy.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different type of atmosphere,
happy.
different vibe. So yeah, back to me Sunday Hayati Lounge. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
That's what it is. Memorial,
fire.
June quicks, easy. I got anything going on this weekend? What's the vibe? How you feeling?
The semester just ended for me, so I'm really just going to fucking get back into the gym, get back focused, get my mind right, catch up on some sleep, because school in session, you get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep each night. That shit could take a toll after 4 or 5 months.
I bet.
I'm going to just follow where the breeze take me.
Facts. Same here. I mean, let's go.
That's what it is. Barbecues and all that. Be on the
Monday,
IG trying to find out where the barbecues is at.
We finally got some decent weather coming up this weekend, right?
Yeah, I think
the whole East
Friday's
Coast
supposed to be the hottest.
The whole
85
East Coast been like on some rain vibes. That shit is crazy.
No rain?
I don't know.
No rain. Well, yeah, it says Sunday might rain.
Okay.
And Monday might rain.
Hopefully it don't.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, Friday, Saturday,
and
in
Saturdays
80s.
go.
You know, New York City, no matter the weather ain't gonna stop no vibes though.
No,
for me.
definitely not. I mean,
you heard that wind last time? You boys is crazy. That shit almost blew me down the block.
Yeah, the rain has been a little bit crazy off and on. But we're going to jump right into things as we always do. First and foremost, we want to say definitely rest in peace to the lives that we lost in the Santa Fe high school shooting in Texas, another shooting tragedy. This is happening way too common, way too often, man. I just want to get you guys, outlooks on this and views on this. I don't know, some solutions that can help, alter this from keep happening. Because I feel like these school shootings are happening way, way, way too much. How y'all feel about these things and, some of the things we can do to possibly change these?
I guess I'll start. I think, of course, it's becoming like to a point where I'm like used to it, and I ain't even supposed to be used to this type of shit. The country as a whole is getting used to it, and we shouldn't be used to it by now.
Mm-hmm.
Now we like, 10 people, it ain't that bad. At the thing at Pulse, it was 50. Like, now we comparing shootings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's becoming too common. I don't really think we could do anything but, like, take mental illness serious. Even though, of course, they say most of the white people say, like, oh, mental illness when they're terrorists. Well, they don't label them a terrorist, but I think they are. They would say that they had suffered from some type of mental illness, but when it's somebody African American, they say, oh, it was their product of their environment. But at the end of the day, it is some validity when it comes, like, they crazy, bro. And I think this country, we don't really pay attention to mental illness as much as we should.
I think we're starting to pay more attention to it though.
Yeah.
I think it was what you said, like getting a hold of mental illness, and then gun laws. Like gun laws is the reason these people have these guns.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're trying to say if the guns were illegal, people wouldn't have guns?
I'm not saying that at all, because regardless, you're gonna have guns.
That's what I'm saying.
But these kids have they have legal guns, like from their parents or even them, because in these states they can have guns at that and at
like
that
17
age,
or something.
at young ages.
Yeah,
they're taught I'm for gun safety, but like putting it in everybody's hands is not really gun safety. Like,
but what's gun safety? That's what I never understood. It's like
gun safety is being able to protect yourself, not shoot up a whole school. Like,
okay, but
teaching your kids to be able to protect themselves. You don't expect to have to, like me. That's the way I think about gun safety. Like being able to protect yourself. That's it. Like learning how to use the gun, the safetyness of the safety, like parts of using a gun. But at the end of the day, like you can't really just say, all right, cool, I'm gonna shoot up the school. Like that's crazy. That's the mental illness part where, to me, that needs to be.
You know what I always wanted to ask myself, like from the dude that shot the church, the dude that shot the movie theater, and the dude that shot the school, like, well, different school shootings or whatnot. My thing is, sometimes I always ask myself, is it something where they probably were bullied in school, or maybe their upbringing, or they didn't have any parents or any mother figure, father figure? So sometimes I always try to think, I'm like, okay, what made that specific individual come up with that mindset to even think about doing something like that? So as much as we hearing about it, but sometimes too, you got to kind of like backpedal, like, when did you start to feel that way? You know what I'm saying? So that's why, to me, that's why I always feel like, yo, for somebody to actually sit down and have the thought to even do that, it had to come from somewhere.
I mean,
the person won't just wake up and just.
You're a good guy, so that's for you to even fathom that process. It doesn't make sense to you. Everything that you just said is true. It can all be true, but you got to take into consideration some people are just plain old evil, and they don't like to see happiness. They don't like to see any positivity. So, and then another thing, some people are deprived of attention. Even some of these schools these guys that shot up schools, they purposely did that just so they could go down in history because they know they're going to be talked about.
Yeah, it's becoming a trend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But us as you're a father, I'm a father. So now it's like knowing that we got our children or we got our kid. So now, how would you?
You're putting me on the spot right now.
I mean, I'm putting myself on the spot too.
You're putting yourself or myself on the spot, but I think the whole of America as a whole is on the spot right now because we don't have any answer to how to prevent something like that. We're all still learning and trying to find out what the fuck to do. It's like once upon a time, you felt safe to send your kids to school. Now it's like
exactly.
I got to get my kids some homeschool because I don't know if she's going to come back with a bullet wound or not come home at all.
And it's not even about scary. Now you can't even say, well, I know I'll put my kid in this school because I know this is a safe area. Now,
it's not even,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even brought that up. Even putting your child in any kind of care besides a family member or somebody you know.
And even then,
they getting molested by the friggin' teachers and shit now. Shit is crazy, son.
You getting shot at school, church, the movies.
Nowhere safe.
Amusement parks, rock concerts.
You can't even say it's like safe areas anymore. Like, I was in Florida a couple months ago. Well, for like the last 3 months, I was in Florida for numerous occasions. And my cousin, she lives in Parkland, and she has 5 kids, and all her kids go to the elementary school. That's like the great, like. You know how you go to elementary school, then you go to junior high school, then you go to high school. But all those schools lead into the same exact high school that got shot up.
Oh wow!
So like,
that's crazy.
And it's on the same campus as in on the same campus of the high school that got shot up. So like that whole time that was happening, we was like, my cousin is telling me before this happened. This is literally like before February. My cousin is telling me, yeah, this is like one of the safest neighborhoods. It's a great schooling program, schooling system. One of her kids, like out, they used to live out here. Out here, they wasn't getting good education, but now that they're out there in the Parkland schooling program, like the child is doing much better. She's on an honor roll or whatever. So it's like it could be the safest program, but you don't know who's in the school that has some type of issue, mental issue, has just some type of evil issue going on inside of them. And then it's like you can't say, all right, this is the safest neighborhood. This is the best schooling because it is a good school. The neighborhood is a wealthy neighborhood that happened in.
I'm glad you brought up wealthy. Maybe y'all can answer this question because I don't know. But as you can see, it's an epidemic with these mass shootings. They're predominantly done by Caucasian men. Why is that instead of you know you
know what I was gonna say? I'm happy.
Black person.
I'm happy you said that because black killing black doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? But when you notice either the cops are shooting the blacks killing blacks, or even blacks, let's say they go shoot up a store, like a jewelry store, department store, they go rob like a grocery store. And it's like with us, I feel like with blacks, to me, the way it would come off, as if we do that in a sense to look flashy. You're going to go rob a jewelry store to look flashy. But based on what he just said, it hasn't happened, and I hope it doesn't happen, but is a black individual going to think about shooting a church? Is a black man going to think about shooting a movie theater? That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes it's like what makes a black mind different from a Caucasian mind? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, sorry to backtrack.
I just
backtracking. I don't mean to cut you off. But what do you mean by being flashy?
Like when I say,
he said, he's gonna go rob a.
Why would you go rob a jewelry store?
He's gonna rob a jewelry store so they can wear the jewelry.
So they can wear the jewelry because you want to look flashy.
Not necessarily. I think it's about money. It's just about money. Like,
okay.
I don't think you're doing it like
you're gonna go rob. You're gonna rob a grocery store. You're not gonna go rob it for potato chips. You're gonna go to the cash register.
Some cats are doing that.
Gold and diamond has worth value.
That's what I'm saying.
It has value. So you could.
It goes back to yes. You're correct.
You could go like you could transform it to some kind of currency.
Of course.
So
ultimately, it is money. Hold on, Rel. But the point I'm trying to make is it's like
they're doing it for no end.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we would do that, but then again, there's a motive. But what's your motive for shooting a church, though?
Yeah.
What's your motive for shooting a school, though?
Pure hatred.
Right. Yeah. But you're gonna rob a jewelry store because you know it's like you just said, it's currency. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, Rel. My bad. Because I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah. Two things I wanna point out. First thing I want to point out is that I feel like a lot of these black situations don't come about because they feel like they have to discipline us. When I say this, I mean like if you go instead of them channeling us to like discipline us when it comes to you driving by a project, so you driving by a black community, you're gonna see like choppers. You see the police choppers at the corner. You see cops at the corner. All this stuff. So they feel like they have to discipline us and make sure no crime happens in our areas. If you take some of these choppers and you put them in a school, you put some of these officers to walk around the school, to be around the school, these kind of things won't happen. Why are you putting all this police protection and all this police overview in these black communities? Like if I drive past Baisley Projects, I'm seeing a tower there all the time. Towers there all the time. If I'm driving past any kind of projects, whether it's Brooklyn and everywhere that I'm driving, I always see towers there, police cars around and everything. But when it comes to these schools, you don't see a tower in front of them. You see school safety. They ain't got no guns. Yeah. What's school safety going to do? You need these towers in front of these schools. You need cops in front of these entrances in schools. You need police protection, and now you need that in schools instead of it being just in black communities. Instead of parking on the side of the highway to try to scan somebody for a fucking speeding ticket, take your ass to fucking where the crime is happening, where the real issues are. You know what I'm saying? And they need to channel some of that energy now to schools and making things, more protective in schools.
You know what I think? I think it's just the reason they don't do that because it's just a bad optic. It's like how could I explain it?
Too much policing puts your area in risk of being considered a bad area.
Yeah, bad area. Like
Red line, red
exactly.
line.
Like
They do it to us all the time.
That's back in the day of the whole segregation. If you live beyond the red line, so to say, you lived in the bad neighborhood.
Yeah. No, okay, just like the stuff that protects us, as if you put stuff that protects us around, makes us look unsafe. Like put it like this. Say a great school will never put like a metal detector in front of the school. You know why? Because it automatically makes people think that the school must be dangerous if they have to put a metal detector in front.
I could
With
understand
that
why
being
you say
said, we all went to schools, quote unquote, in the hood. They had no problem putting metal. I'm bringing that up to say they had no problem putting metal detectors in our schools, and they asked questions like, how can we stop all these school shootings? Why don't they do the same thing to those schools? I know it goes back to what you just said, because it's gonna, I guess, devalue, the area in the school.
Yeah.
But it's gonna work if every student has to go through a metal detector. I promise you, no gun would get inside the school.
I find it hilarious too. I find it not hilarious, but I find it really like crazy. Like, this is funny how this world works. It's that we find it very shocking that the places that get hit up is those places that's not really protected, but the places that are protected that do get like things happen like that, people aren't surprised. Like, say a school shooting that happens to a school that has a
lot of violence.
Yeah, has a security with a gun carrier permit or has metal detectors. If a school shooting like that happens there, people aren't surprised. But the place that doesn't have any of those things, when those mass shootings happen, we're shocked.
Yeah.
I find that funny. Like, I don't know. I find that crazy.
I agree.
It also goes into, like, I know this is going to seem off topic, but when 9/11 happened and they added all those extra airport measures,
TSA.
that's the first time white people ever experienced being profiled. You got to think about that, because before then, people was able to just go to the airport and be out of there in 30 minutes.
1, 2, 3.
But now they got to take their shoes off. They got to get patted down.
They got to strip naked.
And now they get a chance to feel like how we feel as black people every day. You know
For
what
a
I'm saying?
second.
For a second, yeah. I mean, come on. You
Yeah.
know damn well they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, they get a chance. And I'm saying that to say this. Like, they're not going to put that in their schools because they hate that feeling of feeling like a suspect. You know what I mean?
So what do you think, what do you guys think that could actually, what could you think that they could implement could make this better? Like my grandfather used to say, you can't always give answers to a problem without a solution.
I actually don't think there's a solution for this because people are not losing their guns, and then people are not going to admit that they have mental issues, or they're not going to say on record that their child has a mental issue, because if you do that, now your child is a threat to the school and they're not going to accept them.
What I was going to say was, pertaining to what you just said, I feel that when these things happen, or, if anything, if they ever happen again, I feel that you need to kind of like speak to your child. Because the other day I was actually watching something and they said something like, a lot of times the parents doesn't know what these kids are thinking because they're not really sitting down and talking to them. It could be they could see shit from the movie, they could see shit from the internet, they read.
That's exactly where they learn all.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is real shit. So I think it goes back to talking to your children, seeing what your children are watching on the computer, and a lot of times, again, I have to say this again, like. The world's most gangster, I don't think, would even think about shooting a church or a movie theater.
Yeah.
So it goes back to now the Caucasian. For you to actually think about that means that you must have found it somewhere or hear it about it or read about it or seen it from somewhere that makes you like, I'm going to go try this shit. But like he just said,
niggas is just bad minds.
For popularity.
Niggas is bad minds.
But you also, they got rock groups that talk about sacrificing the innocent. And shit like that. And there's books and dossiers and stuff like that some of these kids study. Now, if you look at the kid, he had Nazi like clothing and everything like that. So you never know what he was reading and picking up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
To me, it goes back definitely to what I'm saying. And for it's been since the beginning of time, for every issue that we had that we've seen a high voltage of violence in that area, you add more policing. It's not only, that's just like saying me going into a retail store. If I go into a retail store, so I'm going into Gucci every time. There's no security in front of Gucci. I'm going to feel more good about myself going in Gucci and trying to steal something. But now when they add 2 security guards in front of Gucci, you may not stop the crime, but it's a deterrent because now I'm seeing, damn, now there's police in front. Now I know there's always cops in this school. Now that I know there's cops patrolling the school, it might not stop me from doing what I'm doing, but it's a deterrent. So in every situation that has happened in history, TSA, it goes back to everything. You add extra police and you add armed guards, you add police to a situation, and it stops people from doing certain things.
I understand, like I see where the thought process is, but you got to realize too, policing causes riots as well. Like a lot of people don't like to be policed. Let's just be real.
We're talking about our kids. They don't have no say so, bro. This is what we have to do to protect our kids. It's not you're not gonna tell me what you're only in high school, bro.
I understand.
So this is something that needs to be done.
I understand what you're saying, but like when you was in high school, so you never seen kids have fights with security guards or anything like that?
I'm not talking about security guards, bro. I'm talking about cops,
okay, well,
police,
cops and anything. But I'm just saying.
No, I ain't seen that in high school.
I never seen nobody.
We'll always have that battle. That battle.
I'm just saying it's a deterrent. If there's no cops there, there's no armed guards there, it's just regular school safety. There's been school safety that I go to schools as a joke. I'm laughing and joking with them, and I see them at the party the next week. Like, that's no deterrent. If you see armed guards and you see cops in your school, cops is patrolling your school, it's a deterrent. It makes you feel like you can't do what you know what I'm saying, do these kind of acts.
For some, but not for all, because I don't think people like
authority. Bro.
No, I agree. No, I hear you, but I'm just saying I don't think people like authority, especially like those the rich people in America. Like they don't like authority.
Of course not.
I don't like authority neither, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't get no fucking exception. I don't like authority. I get pulled over by the cop. I ain't feeling fucking good. And they authoritizing my ass every fucking day. They don't get no pass because they don't rich. Like it. They don't.
But they do,
dying, bro.
They do, though.
Okay, so now let's put an end to that. Your kids is dying. This is happening. There's been the second shooting in 1 year, bro. This is not. There's no more.
This is like 30, number 32 or some shit.
No, I'm talking about in schools, bro. We talking about in schools.
It's not. There was
it's been about
second
four.
one.
There was a couple of them, bro.
There's 2 major ones, but it was two. It was 2 more on top of that.
Even more of a point to put some kind of action. If you don't want to take the guns out of homes and the NRA don't want to do anything about guns, okay, so now you have to find another way.
They gotta friggin' get off their damn high horse and just put metal detectors. It's just that simple.
Yeah, because I don't think the gun thing is gonna stop.
Nobody's gonna stop them.
Even if you say guns are legal, people still gonna have guns. So I don't really see.
That's why I said before, like the guns ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
nowhere.
But
put the metal detectors.
Can do, like the NRA is so in bed with the politicians, and the politicians don't want to fuck up their relationship with the NRA because of the money that's being tunneled there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. The whole gun shit is there to stay. You know what I mean? The only thing that could be done is the metal detectors, extra policing, and mental issues. Like, they got to address that with these kids early, man. Because social media will mess your kid up and give them a mental issue that they never...
Maybe that's what's causing the epidemic. Maybe social media has a lot to do with it.
No. I'm just saying, I ain't
not just Caucasians.
Trust me, I'm not making no
excuses. We
all suffer from it.
Everybody's suffering from it.
We all suffer from it. But I'm just saying, like, they use the mental thing for Caucasians as an escape. For me, I believe.
You're right. I think you're right.
They don't say nothing about mental illness when it comes to Chicago, or when it comes to people killing each other in New York.
When it comes to people of color in general,
you can call a spade a spade. They vilify black people, and
they make it seem like it was something extra when it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And then they blame bullying, or their parents got divorced, and this is what caused it. But bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All these kids, what they do is they see what goes on, and some of them play mental to get off.
Yeah, but some are mental. Some are mental.
But I just feel like they playing that a lot with the Caucasian.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't know who's playing. You don't know who's serious about it. Yeah. That's the thing. You can't tell. Like you can't really tell. You don't know how, because everybody has different ways they cope with certain things. You don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
We definitely going to keep this thing rolling. Shouts to Santa Fe High School, and rest in peace to all the lives that were lost.
Prayers going out to everybody down there, man.
Definitely stay strong. Next topic I definitely want to roll into, still around the same field. Donald Trump planned to have a prison reform meeting, and he invited Meek Mills to it. A couple people reached out to Meek Mill's celebrity friends, Jay-Z being one of them, and advised Meek to not go to this meeting. We feel like that was a good move, or we feel like that was a bad move for Meek not to go to the to this prison reform summit.
I don't know too much about it. He chose. He said Meek should not go. Is there a reason?
Jay-Z and a couple of other black celebrity friends advised Meek not to go, but Donald Trump invited Meek to this prison reform summit.
Is there a reason why? Or they just said don't go?
I guess they felt like Donald Trump ain't really worth meeting up with, or they thought that he was, nothing was going to come of the meeting, or black people just
using it as a political move.
A political game, I guess also. So
I mean, when I read about it, I guess Meek Mill was basically saying that this is what he said, because when I read it, it was quoted by whoever wrote it. He wanted to actually go to the White House and talk about the system, but when he realized that they made it more about him and Trump, like as if like they would be headliners. So they weren't focusing on him going to actually speak about the system. They looking at, Meek Mill gonna go to the White House and meet Trump. Mm-hmm. So when he noticed that, this is what I'm reading. When he noticed that, he decided to back off, and that's when he started getting the phone calls. And they said Jay-Z called him on Thursday night, and Jay-Z basically told him that he felt that it was bad especially because he's coming out of the situation that he's in. It would not look good for him and his image. Because he does, I guess he's saying he didn't want Meek Mill to actually come off as if like, okay, now you going to the White House as if as he's siding with anything about like with Trump or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like at this point, that's what he wanted to do, but because of the way they was making it seem, he decided to kind of like withdraw from the situation, according to what I read.
I don't feel like it's a right position not to go at all. My position would be to go and bring those certain constituents that can add to what I have to say and what I believe in, as opposed to me just saying, nah, I'm not going to go. To me, that doesn't solve anything.
So that doesn't change. That was the problem.
Back to you just said, you wouldn't go to the meeting in your community if they were doing you said it'd be wrong of you to not go.
Yeah.
But in Meek Mill's situation, the person that's saying, "Oh yeah, come, let's stop this violence," is the one that's causing it. Would you believe it?
But I'm still going to go because it's about me making a stance for what I believe in. That's like I don't want to bring it back that far, but let's just say, back in the days, we was all going through slavery, 200 years of slavery, 200 years of slavery. All right, now the white people say, you know what? We don't want to make you guys slaves anymore. We want to change this. We don't want to make you guys slaves anymore. Come to us, have a discussion with us. Let's talk about it. Even though you went through 200 years of slavery, now this one special day comes where white people's like, you know what? No more slavery for you guys. Come down. Let's have a meeting with it. Even though you went through 200 years of slavery, I choose to believe that at that time black people would have said, we're going to this meeting and we're going to talk about reform and not being slaves anymore. We're not going to just because of what you put us through, even if your narrative is totally fucked up. You putting us through 200 years of slavery, and we have no forgiveness in our heart for you, but we are not going to not go and talk to you about changing this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's still a ground to stand on. Whatever their narrative is, whatever he believes in, doesn't matter. But this is a ground that I'm going to stand on. This is something that I believe, and I'm going to bring attention to it even more by going and talking to you about it. So this is the stance that I'm going to make. I'm not just going to.
But this is the thing, though, Ro. Like, you got to see it from the other side, too. Like, when you have people like Trump calling for these type of things, you don't know how he going to spend that.
Doesn't matter to me.
But
doesn't
look,
matter.
all right, let's say
should matter.
It would matter. It would matter. In Meek Mill's case, it would matter. In Meek Mill's case, it would matter.
Let's say them slave masters spin it and be like, look, a great turnout for wanting to be a slave for another 100 years in the headline.
But this is what I'm saying. I still don't think that would make the black people not go. I think they would still go.
No, I'm just saying, like, they could spin it and make it seem like you like being a slave. We got the control over the media. So we could put any title on that with all these black people.
Doesn't mean them. Staying home doesn't change anything.
I have a perfect example for you. Say, like we always talk amongst each other. And say we having an argument. And then you know what? Automatic, out of nowhere, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. You're like, why you don't want to talk about it? Because I feel like why are we talking about this? Nothing's gonna change. As much as I tell you how I feel, as much as I tell you how I feel about it, or my emotions or whatever like that, nothing's gonna change. So why keep repeating it, right? Why go on the mountaintops and repeat everything? It's the same thing. It's like
Doesn't mean I'm not going to show up to the meeting, though.
I kind of agree with Rello with that one. At least, but in a sense,
no.
it may not change repeatedly, but one conversation. At least just give him.
He's
one.
had these conversations already. Trump is not like
Doesn't matter.
Once a person
doesn't
has
mean
the
you lay
agenda,
down, bro. Doesn't
no,
mean
it's
you
not
lay
about
down.
laying down. But there's certain ways there's other ways to go about it. He's just not he's not the only person. He's not the only dog.
He's the president at the end of the day.
Yeah,
bro.
but the president doesn't have the same agenda you have.
Doesn't matter, though. This is my agenda. You're not going because you're trying to change his mind.
No,
you're going to stand on your agenda, what you believe in.
You're
That's
trying
you're
to explain your agenda to him, so you
Okay.
So I'm saying he's not trying to hear your agenda.
You don't-
He's using you.
Doesn't- nah, doesn't
yes,
matter.
he
Doesn't
is.
matter,
He's
bro.
using you.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It has. Come on, man. Like you can't have a serious topic. You can't have a serious topic to me and talk to somebody that doesn't take you serious. That takes you as a joke.
I'm still gonna go to the meeting.
You
That's
say
just
that?
me.
Nah,
I'm still going to the
Well,
meeting.
let me tell you
No.
something,
I'm
Rel.
still
Let me tell you
standing.
something. You see the way you think? All these other people that call him, why didn't they feel, not even one person felt the way you felt? And why is that? And that another thing, too, maybe Meek Mill don't know about it just as much.
You don't know that.
Exactly.
I don't know that.
You
You're
don't know
right.
that nobody felt how I felt, so we can't. That's not a factual
Well,
statement. You don't know.
obviously, if
You-
he got calls from other people, if he got calls from celebrities, not even one celebrity is able to say, you know what? Nah, I think you should go.
Isn't
we
Kaepernick
wouldn't know
going?
Yeah.
Kaepernick is going.
Is he?
Is he?
But that's not the same summit. That's a different summit.
It's almost the
okay,
same
okay.
thing. It's almost the same thing. It's
No,
almost the
but
same
my thing is this: why are you so focused on speaking to stars when there's people that's been in the forefront for like 20 years that's been having this fight and not having talk with them, but you want to talk to Meek Mills? Come on, like you're doing it for clout. You're not doing it.
Whatever he's doing it for, and I'm not negating what you're saying, but if that's the situation, then me as a person, me as myself as Meek Mills, if I'm in that situation, I'm gonna go holler at those constituents, and they're coming to the meeting with me.
But he has. That's the thing, and he said they shun that. So he's like, forget it. If you're not gonna let my people, who's more educated about it, not in this meeting, then no. Then I know what you're doing it for. You just want me and you to have that meeting. Then no, because obviously you don't want to change. If you want to change.
Nah, this is just what I believe in. I'm going to continue to stand my ground.
All right. So say a label. Say a label. You have a meeting with a label, right? And they say they want a meeting with you, and you be like, all right, cool. He's like, yo, we're gonna have a contract. We're gonna talk about it. They put the contract. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna put my lawyer now. Your lawyer's not involved. Just me and you. You ain't gonna look at that meeting funny.
Yeah, I might look at the meeting funny, but I'm still going to show up to the meeting, though. I'm still going to show up to the meeting because this is I'm not going to defer from. I'm not going to defer from.
Yo, you do that every episode, and you realize we do it like it's a visual, so they see that, right? So it's like, yo, you might as well just say it out loud. I'm just saying, like, that shit look crazy.
I'm just saying, like,
you like all that type of stuff, and I'm like, yo, we see all that. So
I just feel like if somebody like Jay-Z that's a hip hop icon, if Jay-Z didn't have to go tell Meek Mill shit. He ain't owe Meek Mill a phone call.
He did the right thing.
I feel like if he's taking the time to actually talk to Meek Mill and say, you know what, honestly, the situation that you're in right now, I don't think this meetup with Trump is going to be a good look for you. And why wouldn't he take or trust Jay-Z's judgment?
And then Trump is known for hijacking the whole narrative. He's known for that. He's known for hijacking narratives. You might be wanting to do a good thing. Okay, you might have a good heart, but he might try to switch the whole thing over on you.
Fuck around.
So then what?
The headliner. Meek Mill is a Trump supporter.
Meek Mill praises Trump for getting him out of jail.
Yeah, not even just that. It's like, we seen this already. Look what happened to Ray Lewis, Steve Harvey, and all that. You know what I mean? It was just a photo op. Yeah. They tried. They probably had the same thought you did, but it was just a photo op.
Is a freaking Uncle Tom. I don't care.
But I'm just saying, like, that's how. I mean, they looked at it that way, and then it's like, well, what change has there been after that talk? It was just a handshake in front of Trump Towers.
Saying, bro, trust me, I understand it. Because, like, if you don't agree with somebody and they, like, saying something,
it would look valid if it wasn't for Trump. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I think, like, what Junior is trying to say is go there with some representation. Go there with people that's in the council that really can help you about. And articulate certain things a certain way. That way, when you there and you getting, like, badgered by these people, you got some reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? Because me, Shamar, or me, Ease, I'm not going to just pop up
I don't think he
and
was
talk
going
to.
I don't think Meek planned on just going there dolo though. I don't think that.
Like, I guess
that's
he
what the
would-
plan.
he
Because
probably
he was
would've went
planning
with,
to
like,
go with his
his
constituents,
people,
but they said
He
nah.
wouldn't have called no like
I didn't see
Farrakhan
that,
to
so I
go
don't
with
know
him.
if that's real.
He going with the
fake
whole
news.
Philly.
He wouldn't
I
go with no
didn't see
Farrakhan
that.
or nothing like that.
I mean, I didn't see that. I hear what
He
y'all
was
saying,
going
but
with
I
the
didn't.
group with people like that knows about prison reform that he's doing it with. He's not doing it by himself.
Yeah.
We agree to disagree on that topic. It won't be the first time. Moving on. A question that I want to definitely get into because I see this a lot as well, and I feel like this kind of goes back to the whole, kids and raising kids within the system in schools and stuff like that. Is it okay for you to beat your kids as a form of discipline? And if so, when do you feel like you should stop beating your kids? Like, so, if you I don't know, you guys have kids, so you could better answer this question than I can. I don't know if beating them is a form of discipline to you guys, but do you feel like beating your kids is a good form of discipline? Does it show them any kind of value or not?
From being a child that's a victim of getting his ass fucking bust, I disagree. I don't believe you should beat your kids. I believe it does nothing but put fear and less confidence in the child. I feel like after a while, if you notice, we're all Caribbean. I'm pretty sure all of us got at least a slap here and there from their moms or their pops, whatever.
I'm from the South.
All right, Mr. Rejoin. My fault. You Caribbean by association now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my brother's them.
All right. But yeah, I feel like even from getting hit from your parents, we all grow out of it after a while. So beating me from before, beating me after the fact, it does nothing to the child. Like I said, I feel like hitting a child does nothing. It actually does it even shows animosity to other people that hit you. Sometimes I feel like it's even, if you think about it, it's like reverse bullying. It's like you've been hit so long to the point it's like, all right, it's nothing I can do besides either
hit somebody else.
Hit somebody. You're not gonna hit your parents back.
No, hit somebody else.
I'm saying you're not gonna hit your parents back, so you're gonna lash out on basically anyone else or at any time.
So sorry to cut you off. So you think your mom's was bullying you of some sort?
I'm not speaking about myself, sir.
Huh? But I'm just saying the way I'm saying.
I'm speaking from the way I see. It's like a pattern from all the kids that's been beaten when they're young. I don't feel like it really. I don't feel like it really did anything. I mean, from you even knowing other people that's been beat, like, do you think that it disciplined them?
I think so.
Bruh, I'm waxing that ass, bro.
I was waiting. Somebody got to be real.
Don't get.
I'll wait my turn.
Listen, I keep it a buck with you,
bro.
I keep it a buck with you.
Go ahead.
When I was younger, I'm the type nigga. I was always fighting. I was always hitting, and I realized I hit my child. I hit my child one time, and that shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I felt like you didn't like it when you was young, so don't do it to her. But I did it let me talk. I did it to her that one time, and I felt terrible. I don't know if that's me just because it's my daughter. I feel sympathetic, but I really feel like, as long as you know how to speak to your child correctly, and you're good at molding, and you have some kind of sense, you don't have to hit them. You don't.
Here's my thing: you can stop hitting your child at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? My mom beat me, my father beat me, but look where I am now. I'm disciplined.
So you think you're disciplined because you got hit?
Yeah.
So you felt like you would have been You felt like you would have been a wilder kid if your mom didn't hit you.
If they didn't put that fear in me, if they didn't beat me and put that fear in me, I probably would have been a loose cannon, bro.
So what you say about me? I'm telling you right now, my mom used to bust my ass. That didn't stop me from being a freaking.
No, but it's based on
you.
the individual.
It stopped you, but it stopped you certain ways you probably don't even.
You probably didn't even.
Like, you tell me.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something. Raising your child, you gotta put some type of fear in your child's heart, bro.
You
just said you can talk to your child, do this, do that.
You can put fear without hitting them. You can do it.
That's true.
Yeah, you can, but guess what? They're going to test you though. They can. You could scream as loud as you want.
You can test them verbally back. You can test them verbally back.
Bro, that shit does not work sometimes. And I'm telling you, bro.
Your child is still young. Wait till he gets older. Then you can have this conversation again.
No,
you don't know. You don't know.
Listen to me. I'm telling you this from experience. I tell him stop.
I'm telling you now, your child is young.
I'm finished.
All right, sorry,
Let
my
Hypa
fault, my fault.
I tell him to stop. No. Stop. No. You scream. Stop. But guess what? If I tap his hand once or 2 times, guess what he's gonna do? He's going to stop. So why did I have to get to that point?
He's only 2 or 3 years old.
Things are gonna. So what? Okay. So let's say
it's gonna change.
Let's say he's 6. Okay, you say he's a child. Let's say he's 6. Then what?
Still young.
Yo, wait. There's different types of beatings.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna get. Why you think I initially
Quick
said?
Talking about a pow,
Bro.
No, like,
but
what
talk about the Mayweather hands.
What Hypa sound like he talking about is like a pow. But I got beat, my nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm be honest with you. As I got older, like in my early 20s, I'm like, yeah. My kids, I'm beating them the same way because I felt like it got me like disciplined or whatever. Mm-hmm. As I got older, I start to think now like I don't think I would
don't
beat
need
my
to do
child
it.
like that.
I used to say I used to be that same.
I understand that because that's a little.
But I guess now the conversation goes left now because you just asked me if I would beat my child. But if you tap your child, you hit them. Right?
Yeah.
I got beatings.
You know what it is?
Of course you're not going to beat your child. Man. I guess the conversation went left.
Let me tell you.
The conversation went left because, Dane-Ja, you think I'm going to take a fucking wooden stick and go beat my child?
What Darren is saying, I think he's saying there's levels to the beatings. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. But
what you saying? A beating is a beating?
No.
Yo, any hit is a hit.
Saying a hit is considered a beating.
Right. If I hit you, I hit you. If I hit you, I hit you. At the end of the day,
it
could have been a slap. It could have been a punch. It could have been whatever.
Any type of hit is considered a beating.
It's contact. It's a hit.
I'm just looking at. Sorry. I'm just looking at both of y'all, and it's like it's a different dynamic.
It is.
That's a father. You got a father and daughter relationship, and a father and son relationship.
That plays a part too.
Yes, and then it's like another thing.
Think about it. I'm not clapping. I'm a man. I'm not gonna be fucking clapping my daughter, and she's a child. You feel me?
Yes and no. I'll tell you why. Because number one, I feel like you as your daughter, you have a really good child.
Okay.
If it was to a point where you had to,
I'm glad you said that. Not to cut you off. Yeah. And I only hit her one time in my life.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But there's certain discipline.
Every
for certain
daughter
kids.
ain't the same.
What if your daughter is
perfect
It
example.
goes back to what I'm saying. You don't have to hit them.
Yeah, let me tell you.
There's other ways to discipline. Sorry.
Your daughter's different.
Perfect example.
Exactly.
Yo, me and Hypa lived in the same house for damn near 20 years. I got whooped more than him.
I could see
and look how your ass turned out.
Yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. It's a different dynamic. Every child has a different dynamic with their parent. Like every parent has to imply different discipline to each child. Not each child is going to be disciplined the same.
I won't beat my child on some punch my child and leave bruises.
I mean, I don't know. The way he was talking. It looked like,
oh, please. Yo, come on, bro. I'm not even going to front. There was a time
really?
the older I got too. Like, yo, my mother tried the little tap.
You said that.
And I'm like, yo, come on, really? What you doing? I used to be like,
that's why I said it don't make no sense. After a while, it's like.
Put it this way, bro. You have a good daughter. You have a good daughter.
She's a good daughter. Because we molded her, I'm telling you, we mold her and we discipline her without. I'm telling you from experience.
Okay,
you don't have to hit her.
So you
child ain't the
it's the
same.
same. So you
child
think
is
you
not
have a
the
son?
same.
So if you think you have a son, it's gonna be the same way.
You think it's gonna be the same way?
I mean, I can't speak on it because I don't have a son.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So my thing is, and guess what? I still don't know because he's still being raised by me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I just feel like as he get older, I will know how to deal with him accordingly.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying I'm gonna punch him and throw him against the wall.
I guess I'm gonna say
but
it is.
We
levels.
won't know that until as he starts getting older, like you just said.
There's levels to the shit.
Yeah, it's levels.
Right.
And
it's
especially with a boy, you gotta be more like just like how with a daughter, you probably give her the evil eye or shake a couple things or whatever, she might get nervous. For a boy, when he gets older, that's only gonna work for so much. You know what I mean? It's only gonna work so much.
I probably would, if I had a son, I probably would hit him the older he gets. I feel like when
of course you're not gonna.
But see, you see what you just did there, though?
What?
You see when it's the boy, without even knowing how he turned out, you said I'll see myself hitting him.
I mean, at the end of the day,
so
man. I mean,
maybe
okay,
your girl,
right? Maybe because she is a girl.
Have a different type of interaction with your daughter.
Well, by default, that's gonna happen.
No, but I'm just saying in the sense of like in regards to hitting. Because she probably like on some like, yeah, you get away with your dad because you're daddy's girl.
Yeah.
She don't pull that with you.
Yeah.
But if she testing Mom Dukes is gonna bust that ass.
She hardly hits it either, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You don't have you can discipline them.
I just pointed that out because it do matter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What
every parent
boy and girl?
Whether it's a boy or girl.
No, it's always the dynamic of the relationship with the child.
There's no book
it's how the child acts. There's
no book that says this is to a T. This is how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. Every parent and child dynamic is totally different.
You got to freestyle that shit, bro.
I really don't think it comes down to boy and girl. I think people forget that kids also have personalities. So kids, everybody has a different personality. Some kids are raised where they're going to test you a little more.
Yeah, but
some kids are. Kids have personalities.
We're just generalizing.
No, I'm just saying. I think that plays a big part. I don't think it's just boy and girl to me. I think it depends on the personality of the kids. Some kids might. I'm
just saying, we're just generalizing because 9 times out of 10, the boy is usually the most like stubborn, hard-headed one, and the girl is usually the one laid back and everything like that. That's just we're just generalizing.
I just feel it's fortunate for him because he has a good daughter.
Because we made it that way. I don't want to hear about just some kids are just different. Nah, I feel like
the kids different, bro.
I feel like we mold her to be that way.
So you think if you picked any other kid
I'm trying to tell you right now. She tried all of that shit before. She tried to press me. She tried to say she tried to press you. Yes, nigga. It came to the point where she tried to press me like, nah, daddy, you can't tell me what to do. And then after a while, I'm like, you serious right now? You think you know who you talking to right now? I give it that look. I give it that. I say certain shit. She fall all the way back without even having to hit her, bro.
That also go back to what era we're in now. Because before,
I don't give a fuck about that shit. I already know. I already know.
Listen,
I get what you're saying.
Let me finish.
I already know
it matters about what era you're in, bro. Now, you can't hit your kid. No matter if it's a pow-pow.
Bro, I don't want to hear that.
You can't even yell at him a certain way.
Sounds good, but I don't go by those rules,
in
bro.
The 80s
if I want to hit them.
90s, bro,
we
was getting our asses beat.
So my thing is this. So you think you can implement
teachers?
So you think you can implement the way you discipline your child you could go to her school and pick any kid out randomly and
that's not the same. That's not the same thing. They already.
It's how you grow. It's how you grew up.
They already molded their child a certain way.
You know what just crossed my mind right now?
I'm just talking about my daughter.
What's up?
You know what just crossed my mind right now? Me being out with my son and he does something or say something and for me, okay, I told you don't do that. Like knowing that I could yoke his ass up. You're not gonna be talking to me like that. And me and my wife, we're very big on that.
Nah,
when we out in
I feel
public,
like all black people be feeling like that way about
that disrespect level. No, you're not gonna disrespect any
short.
shape or form. No way you
tolerance.
And that's another thing.
Don't touch me.
And that's another thing too. Dangerous. It's like, yo, you're not out the woods yet, bro. It's like, yo, teenage years is coming. That's the real testament.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly,
so
are you talking like you got a kid? I know.
I know. No. Even though we don't got kids, I can speak on it.
See, that's the worst part. He's gonna try to brush you off.
So now
brush you off. I'm
you
keeping
ain't
it
got no
up.
kid. Shut up.
No, so like when it comes down to it,
I
know for a fact, like I'm very big on respect. And my family is very big on respect. So when I do have a kid, I do believe there will be spankings given out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
I feel you.
And I don't think it'd be a difference if you like I think beating a child is different from spanking a child.
What's the difference?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a spanking is just to like stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? A beating
basically
is like
irrelevant.
You're
got some type of anger you're trying to get out of.
Like when you're beating a child, that's
It's
more
not-
like
it's not-
derogatory. Like you're trying to hurt them in more than one way. You know what I'm saying? You're beating your
When
child
you're
like
beating
somebody
your
on the
child,
street.
I feel like it's nothing to do with the child. It's about you. I don't know, like you just said. No, sometimes
I guess
some parents take out their anger on their child,
I believe
especially
you.
when it's like the whole baby mama drama.
No,
stuff
but
going on.
like aside from that, all I'm saying is that I don't think there's anything wrong with spanking your child.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it
beating
either.
your child and you're doing all this extra
But I'm
stuff.
just,
It makes no sense.
I'm glad that you said that. I'm saying that to say that I had that same mentality when she was younger. I always said that, like, yo, my daughter she get out of line, I'm clapping her up. I did it once or twice. She got older. I realized the way things work, and I realized I really don't have to do it. Maybe
that one spanking was enough. Sometimes you need to let them know, like, look, I'm daddy or I'm mommy, and you're not gonna be able to do this.
Right.
Like my man's just told me about his child. He's like, yo, I whoop him because I'd rather me whoop him than the police whoop his ass. So I was like, all right, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
It makes sense. I'll whoop some sense into him before they do.
And then you gotta also think about it like this too. And this era is hypersensitive. So like now you could talk to your kid a certain way and they'll start crying. So you don't need to really hit your kid now.
Right.
Now with this generation. But us growing up in the crack era and drug infested areas in these neighborhoods, our parents had to beat our ass, bro.
Just to save us.
Just to keep us alive.
Like Quick said, there's certain levels, but other than that, it's that you don't necessarily, it goes by the personality of the child. And then it's like certain things that you implement to one child might not work when you implement it to the other.
Yeah.
So it's trial and error. And then you got to remember, too, the older they get, the more they evolve. So that little stare might have worked when she was 6. It might not work when she's 11. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm
she's
I'm
used
past
to it
that.
now.
Used to that shit.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
now you gotta start, like you said.
You gotta find
You
different
gotta find
ways.
another freestyle now.
Yeah,
Different ways.
you
Like
gotta
even with
figure out
me,
another way now.
I'll tell you a perfect example with me. Like when my mom used to whip me after a while, you know what I mean? I used to eat them. It was nothing. But after a while, when you get older, you know what? She realized whipping not working. So you know what? She just stopped. And you're like, yo, why she not whipping me? She's like, you know what? I'm just disappointed in you. And
And
like,
that hurts more
Dad,
than
you
a
like,
whooping.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I messed up. I got my mom's. You know what I mean?
And
I'm
the way you discipline.
I'm the youngest of 3. I'm the youngest
But I'm saying
of
it's
my
different.
mom's 3
I mean,
kids.
it's different. It's different ways. It's different things you instill. Like after when one thing don't work, you're gonna try another. You're not gonna keep if something don't work no more. You're not gonna keep trying it and trying it. You're gonna try something else.
Yeah. Like my mom, it was me and my 2 older brothers, and we're all big. I'm the smallest and shortest out of all of us. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And yeah.
You got a tall
So
family.
like she's my mom's 5'8", 5'9". So she had to beat us with stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know about those.
Like hit us with brooms and stuff.
Y'all
Like you know
remember
what I'm saying?
y'all last ass whooping?
Hell yeah.
I used to hate
I
that.
know,
I remember my last ass.
And yo, to this day, bro, I'm still. She say something, I'm like, all right.
Nah, you don't remember the.
I remember my last
No. You don't
Nah,
remember
I
the
don't
last
remember
one. You
I
remember?
remember the last
No. You don't remember. You remember the one that either hurt the most or made you feel a certain way.
Nah, I
That's usually
remember the last one.
I
because
don't
the last
remember.
one made me
Ain't
step
gonna
Of
lie,
course you
I
don't.
deserve
I
all
remember
the
it.
ass whoopings I got.
Yeah, I was hella petty. Yo, I swear to God, my whole life, I only saw Hypa get whooped once, my nigga, and I was so petty. I was
Nigga,
happy.
he learned from the first one.
Good
I
ass
was
boy.
like, this nigga getting fired. Yo, you understand? I was like, it was like Christmas time seeing this nigga get whooped. I was like, yo, I used to hate this kid. I swear to God, I used to hate him. Son. This nigga was mad perfect. I'm like, yo, bro,
This nigga
this
still-
nigga, you always got to do your homework, fam? Like, nigga always got to do his homework? Like, who does that? Like, what kid does his homework as soon
That's definitely hyper for you,
Nigga
sir.
hated on me because I was doing good.
Yo, like, who does
Nigga,
that?
You a hater, son.
You a hater, son.
Hate ass nigga.
If you was getting whooped like I was, nigga, you'd be hating too, nigga. This is bullshit. Like, who does that? Like, who goes to school and actually like comes home and goes straight to his books? Like, who does
See,
that?
he needed to get whipped, bro.
Nah, dog. So
Nah,
you was like that too?
Nah, you definitely needed to
You
get
was like
whipped.
that too?
I was the youngest, so I was following my big brothers. And they got in trouble. I had to get in trouble too because I was following them.
No, but I'm
was
saying
right
you used to
along
come
with them.
home, straight home, as soon as you drop your book bag, you open your books, you go to the table, you do homework.
Yeah.
Who does that, bro?
Nah, I did that. I
Who
ain't gonna
does
lie.
that?
Nah, I
Because
didn't do
after
that.
I got whipped with an
I went to
extension cord, I
TV.
learned my lesson.
No, of course. But I'm just saying, you make sure you milk sometimes. You make sure you open the TV. You know, you make sure you did.
Animaniacs would come on. I
Yeah,
wanted
whatever.
to get my,
But nah, not this dude.
I think it does go back
God
to
was so Haitian, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
to the whole era thing that Ease was talking about, because I definitely remember me being only in first grade. And when you get in trouble, when I got in trouble in first grade, or anybody in the classroom got in trouble, you had to go to the teacher. You put one hand out, and she hit you in the hand with the ruler.
Yep,
And this was something.
I remember that, too.
That happened, and my mom's was cool with it. All the other parents
Dead
was
ass,
cool with
yo.
it. The teacher would say, "Yo, I
Facts.
hit him today because he did it," and the parents were fine with it. It was just something that went down in the classroom. So I think it does go back to what Ease was saying.
You
about
do that
it
now,
being
you
a
getting
different
arrested, you getting
Facts.
locked up.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
another
crazy,
thing,
son.
another
That's a
thing
dub.
too is
Yeah,
like
it's
you
a
say you
dub.
don't like Danger. You say you don't know how it changed you or anything like that. But
I mean, I know how it changed me, bro. But I feel like I'm just saying the way the process happened, and now I'm looking back and looking forward. I feel like it didn't need to be done.
maybe, but I mean, she did it for the better. I mean, I
of
never
course,
think
she hit you a lot for a reason.
Yeah,
bro.
and sometimes I feel like it might have worked because think about it. She probably whooped you, and then the second time, the next time, I bet you thought about it. You thought twice about doing the same thing again because you're like, you know what?
No,
First time I did it,
thing.
Mom Dukes, she kind of whooped my ass. So let me try to finagle it. You ain't do it the same way.
I did it
You probably
differently.
finessed it.
One good ass whooping would help you stay on track for your whole life.
I don't know about all that.
Now
Nope.
what?
No.
I said,
Nope.
listen, bro.
And I heard you.
One good ass
Dog,
whooping.
And I'm saying no.
I got
Y'all are. Look, y'all the same people. Y'all didn't even let me finish talking. Y'all hard-headed. That's why.
Moral of the story.
Beat the hard-headed out of me.
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying it didn't work, nigga. Because
It didn't work for y'all. That's why I said it goes back to individuals. I'm a person
that's
that
why
can
it goes-
learn, like, oh, that shit look like it hurt.
And that's
I'm
why
not
it
doing what
goes
he
back to
did.
me saying that's why I'm saying it's not necessary because that shit don't work all the time, bro. It don't.
It worked some. It worked some.
Bro,
What did it work, bro?
So after your mom whooped
I'm not
you-
saying
Well,
I'm not
it
saying
worked-
nothing
it worked-
never. I'm
it
not saying
worked
nothing
because
never
you don't
worked.
do that to your daughter.
Well, that's why it didn't work. Well, you're kind of right. You're kind of right.
Well-
But it could go the other way around.
Just say I'm right,
no,
bro.
no,
That's it.
I did. But I was gonna say. I mean,
Gotta finish.
It goes down the generation. Usually, when you get beat, you do that same thing to your kid. But I'm trying to change the
I
narrative,
feel
bro.
like the
I'm
same
changing
way
the
too. I'm not
narrative.
gonna hold you up.
What?
I don't think I'm gonna beat my kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
we
keeping
need
it a
that
buck with
to,
you. Even when she was born, when she was younger, bro. Like I was talking all that shit. Like she says she do some crazy shit. I'm whooping her ass. Like through time, things change, man. But
And
you're right about that.
sorry
Through
to
time.
say this real quick. Just to segue back to the last episode, you remember what y'all was saying about Caribbean families and expressing their love for their child?
Yeah.
You guys plan on telling y'all kids all the time y'all love them, right?
that's a fact.
This is why I'm saying it worked in another way.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, but I look at it too as well. I'm like, yo, like it goes back to having a child again. So if you had a terror, would you do the timeout thing with the kid that was a terror?
Bro,
would you do it?
just for the record, because he's thinking of like I'm not saying I would never hit her, bro. But I just feel like I'm saying I don't feel like that's the key to disciplining your child. That's like I don't think that's the only option or the real way.
I think he's basically
You see,
saying
the ass whoopings are Ritalin.
He chose
Another
different
way.
stuff first.
and that's not wrong.
Wait, and he chose different stuff first. And if that didn't work, he might have beat it. But
Yeah.
it worked. The first couple
that's what I'm
ways.
saying. But
Okay.
like I said, it goes back to what Rel was saying. Like every kid has different personalities. So it's like what you implemented was perfect for your child because she has that demeanor to understand, to absorb the things that you're trying to instill in her. She gets it. She understands why you yell at her. But she understands when you're mad at her, why you're mad at her. But certain kids don't get it sometimes. Certain kids just do certain things. You keep telling them over and over and over again.
And that's why I said I'd rather put the fear in their hearts now. So now, as they get older, okay, you know what? I already got you because I already put that fear in your heart where you don't even
From
get
early.
to that. Exactly.
Yeah, and in certain things
That's
too.
the point I was trying to
Another
make.
thing too, I feel like with people who don't beat their child sometimes, that have kids that are like undisciplined, like they have a sense of entitlement. Like entitlement to a point where if they can't, they know Mom Duke's not gonna, or Mom Duke's or Pop Duke's not gonna hit them because Pop Duke's, Mom Duke's never hit them. So they go on the street. Now one person tells them stuff like that, my moms don't talk to me like that or whatever like that. So you can do whatever you want. Then boom, get yourself in a situation that you didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. moving on.
So funny,
Yo,
nigga. Nah, go ahead.
Parents, make your own judgment on that. Okay, if you want to beat them. If not, hey, this is your
Don't say
kid.
beat. That sounds so.
I mean, shit, I got beat, so
That's a fact.
Yo,
it is what it is.
yo, we all got
Then,
clapped, my nigga. Like, we sound traumatized. Like,
They beat them.
This nigga Dane just said, no, I ain't say that.
say that shit.
We're gonna move on to something a little bit lighter. Something that I see now all over the place. These are things that I've never seen before. Just driving around, I see posters like 7,000 to get a butt lift, 8,000 to get a breast lift. Like this has become such an epidemic. Like I said, me personally, I've never seen so much promotion of these things. Women getting body enhancement surgery, butt implants and butt lifts and all these kind of things. How we feel about these certain things? Do you mind, your woman getting a surgery enhancement or body enhancement? Do you mind the fake booties and all this kind of stuff? Is it really prevalent to you, or you don't mind at all?
I don't mind. I mean,
all them niggas don't mind too.
I don't mind. I mean,
Yeah,
as long as it makes
all
her,
y'all niggas don't
as
mind.
long as it makes her feel like better about herself, who am I to stop her to feel
outta
like
there.
what she feel?
I
What you
personally,
mean, fuck out of here? Nah, it's the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it's the truth. What am I gonna be like? Oh, you shouldn't do that. This is wrong. I'm like,
Nobody
nigga,
say
saying all that.
nobody say you got to do that. But
I saying all that.
I'm still clapping.
if you
Doesn't
don't-
matter.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying. I'm not. It's what this. Y'all going? Oh, I can't stand people say that too. It's like, yo, they talk about, oh, I don't like girls with fake breasts, fake butt, whatever. Oh, so
That's
you're not gonna knock,
bro.
So you're not gonna knock. You're not gonna hit it.
Bro, some niggas will
Some
might not.
people
Nah.
don't like
so
that.
If Nikki was butt naked in front of you, you wouldn't hit.
Like, look at the example
like
you're
that
using,
shit.
bro.
But
Get
I'm
outta
just
here,
saying,
bro.
no. I'm
Always with the extreme
well,
hypothetical.
you still got it. You still got it. Whatever, extreme or not, you're not gonna do it.
You're not going to
You
knock.
saying you're not gonna do it? So what? I'm giving you an example.
No,
whether extreme or not, you gonna do it or not?
Use a regular smoke
Nah,
go, girl.
I'm gonna go to the
We're gonna-
extreme.
Rihanna next to you in the bed.
We going to we going to the extreme and go back. We'll work our way down.
Hey,
Rihanna's
never
team
know.
natural. Hey, bro.
Never know.
Yeah, I think she know.
All right. Oh well, since everybody is
Hold on,
talking
Rihanna
like
natural
that,
now?
I mean,
What do you mean now?
I
She
mean,
don't
I
got
haven't
nothing done.
heard of any body enhancements. That
Of
you
course,
get.
she's not gonna tell
we
you. Who
would-
gonna
we would
pull all
never
these
know.
surgeries out in
I'm
the
just
open?
saying, damn, bro, don't kill me, my G. I'm just
man.
saying, I never saw it and I never heard
We
about
would
it. That's
never
all
know.
I'm saying.
We would
bro.
never know still.
Anybody else got some views on
I
the
can't.
body
Man,
enhancement?
I'm gonna just keep it nice and sweet, man. If my wife, first of all, she doesn't like fake shit, so that's one. If she feel at some point she want to do that, hey, if they always say, man, happy wife, happy life. If you feel that's what you want to do, hey, I'm supporting you. But I just know for a fact she's not into that, so I like her the way she is. She's authentic, so I'm good with that.
All right.
I could agree with Hypa. If my girl want it, whatever makes you happy. I personally don't care for it.
Me too.
too.
My girl has enough of everything that I would love and need, and
Here you go. Well, why you don't get a suckers, suckers, suckers out here.
Nigga, that's the first positive thing you ever said about women on the podcast. That's why you had to get that.
Contingent for you.
all right, let me finish.
And contingent for you.
The only thing
Darren.
that kind of bothers me about it is it's like once you get it done, and this is just anybody random. Don't change up. Don't be
Your mind.
Hollywood. Like
Yeah.
your mind. Keep the same energy that you had
Keep
before.
that same energy, baby.
Stop with the don't be the oh yeah, I'm in the gym all the time and blah, blah. You was not in the gym.
Girl,
to get
word.
that. And it's like it's cool that you have it. Don't look at other people that body don't look like yours at the moment, and look at them like they like
Beneath you.
yeah, exactly.
How do
That's
they
just-
look at other chicks
They-
like
yo,
they beneath them?
I
And
swear,
you the one
like-
with the fake shit on. What the fuck?
Yo, some girls really just get their bodies
Nah,
done,
we
and
know.
then after,
Became a whole new
after
personality.
literally, it's like I'm better than everybody, and it's like, well,
You know what it
paid
is?
for that.
I think
So-
it's just a confidence thing. I just think it's just after you get if you get your body done, or even people, not even people who don't get their body done, people who work hard for it at the gym or whatever. As soon as their body change, they start getting more compliments.
That's fine,
They
but-
start to
work
feel
for it.
confident about themselves. Now the way they are, they forgot they were a fat fuck. So now everybody they look at they look
There
at
go the
somebody
Jew
eating a
I know.
donut.
That's
That's
the Jew we know.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just
don't
giving
look
you-
at others like
But that's
like they
people do
doing
that.
something wrong.
But people do that now. They just look at fat people like, oh, how you eating that donut? But that's
Me-
how they change. They change their regimen. They change their regimen, and then they different now.
Me
But
preferably, I don't like it.
Huh?
I don't like it.
I don't
at
like
all.
it either. Fuck
I don't
it.
like it at all for a couple of reasons. I'm the kind
Wait,
of
wait,
person-
wait. Ain't Bernice your wife?
No, that I was about to get into that.
Okay.
oh, that's
Right.
that extreme.
No,
Yes, it is. But I had to use that one because that's the one.
Let
he
him
liked.
ride,
talk,
yeah,
dog.
All right, my
ride.
fault.
all right. The reason why I don't like it, number one, I did like Bernice a lot, but I don't like the way she looks now. I don't like I'm the kind of nigga I like real shit. Like I like when you walk your ass jiggle. I like when I'm smacking it from the back your ass jiggle. I like a little cellulite. I like not to say that I'm the kind of nigga that want to see a sloppy girl because I don't, but I like it when it's real. I like it when it's authentic. I like it when I squeeze your ass and I can see my fingerprints in it. Like I don't like OD perfect
you.
because nobody's. This is not attractive to me. I don't like it when it looks like.
There's certain
Like
surgeries
everybody else.
Girls get certain surgeries. You still could do all that. Like,
No,
even
I'm
fat transfers.
Oh.
Like you could hit a girl with fat transfers. Feels like the same thing, bro.
I'm talking about from my experience. I've
Oh, so you got the botchies?
All right, I mean, fuck it. I'm not gonna be like y'all niggas. So I've dealt with a girl.
What does that mean?
I've dealt with a girl.
What does that mean?
No. Let him finish.
I've dealt with girls that had both. I dealt with girls that had fat transfers, and I felt the way it felt, and I dealt with a girl that had butt injections, and I felt the way it felt. Yeah. And me personally, I don't like it. It doesn't feel
natural.
even a fat
How
transfer.
did the fat
It doesn't
transfer feel? Yeah,
it feel.
I did both too. Like.
It feels softer than a butt implant. I'm not gonna negate
the shot ones. You feel it.
Yeah, the shot one you feel it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't feel the fat transfer doesn't feel as bad as the injections. But at the end of the day, it
but
still
like,
doesn't
you gotta
feel
give me
real.
like, how does it? I want to.
I want to know.
Because I know how my like when
niggas being aces.
What?
You say you know where all the big booty hoes is at.
I'm sorry I don't go to church every Sunday with my wife and my son pray. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Finish, Ralph.
That's just me. I'm telling you, the injection shit felt really hard. It felt really hard.
You know where the shots exactly are. I know what you mean.
And the injection shit, yeah, it felt softer. It felt like a little bit more soft, but it was mighty. It was mighty. The transfer, it was mighty firm. And like I said, I don't like it like that. Like I really like to feel like, you know what I'm saying, a real body. I really like to feel soft.
After she got the transfer, like was she working out and stuff like that? Or like
yeah, she was working out, but I feel like and another thing why I don't like the surgery thing is because I feel like some women do get it and then they feel like, oh, my body is good. But me personally working out, you go and get all of that surgery and the inside of you is still shit.
Crazy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't work out, nothing can replace working out. Yeah. And I'm talking about from the inside of your body to the outside of your body.
I agree.
To be more healthy, nothing can replace working out. So you could go and get your body done. If you still eating McDonald's, you still eating all this extra shit. Your body's still, the inside of your body is still shit. So you're just doing it just to look good. You're not doing it to put add any more years to your life. You're not doing it to be any more healthier. It's just for a look. Like
that's 90% of the women.
And it's that to me that doesn't make sense. If you're doing it and you want to start fresh and refresh your body, you got to go all the way in with this shit. And that's just how I look at it.
I mean, I understand. Like the thing with the injections, I totally agree with you. But with the transfer, I ain't gonna lie. She had to tell me. She had to tell me that she got it because I was shocked. I didn't know. I didn't feel the difference.
Well,
at all.
I feel like I don't like anything fake. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even just mean bodies.
Of course.
I mean, I don't like. I'm not a fan of makeup.
Nah,
I'm not a
like
fan
makeup.
of. Nigga, I'm talking about me.
No, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Now you know what?
You don't love none of that.
I don't like.
You don't like none of that.
I don't like.
Tell him, Ease. Tell him, Ease. Let him know.
Word.
Let him know.
Now you know.
Uh-huh.
I don't
beautiful
like
the way
makeup.
she is. That's it.
I don't like.
Yo, June, shut the fuck up.
No, let him talk.
Let him know. Talk to him.
I don't like wigs. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, never.
If she
came to me ever, get away from me.
I ain't doing
disgusting.
All that. That's Junior talking that shit.
I'm just saying.
But when it comes to the body in particular, like I like natural. Like I don't like to feel anything lumpy and clammy. Even if your body is natural and you are too muscular or you're too fit, I don't like that either. Mm-hmm. I need something that's plush. Like you gotta have
plush.
You know, something
softness.
Fluffy. Like I need. You ain't gotta be a big girl, but you gotta have some cushion to you. You know what I'm saying? I like hugging up with my joint. I don't like to be laying on like mad abs and shit like that.
Mad abs.
You
sure they got more abs than you?
It's weird, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but let me ask you this. So say your shorty probably was insecure about something and she had a chance to change it. And she tells you, babe, I'm going to change it. Okay, and there's nothing you can do to stop her, obviously. You tell her, yo, babe, I love you the way you are. So, but she's like, nah, it's something that's really been nagging her since she was a kid. She's gonna go under the knife and change it. So how would you feel about it? I
mean, I wouldn't like it, but I would support her.
But I mean, obviously, you laying with it every day, so it's like, would it like, would it
ain't
turn
a
you
deal
off?
breaker.
Would it turn you off about it?
Nothing about my girl.
You just said like
my
you
girl
don't like none of that.
I don't like it in the sense of like, if I see a girl that's natural and then I see a girl that look like Nicki Minaj, I would probably be more attracted to the natural girl.
This nigga with his perfect answers, I can't deal with it.
I'm just saying, like real talk. Literally, it don't look good to me. Like I don't like. It's kind of like with Rello, like when he said, "Oh, like if something looked too perfect, it takes away like." natural stuff for me turns
takes away
me
the
on.
attraction.
No, I understand
Like,
that.
you know what I'm
but-
saying? So seeing a girl that have like
looking
stretch marks, or,
imperfections.
You know what I'm saying?
So a
that does
girl,
it for
so
me.
a girl who does have like is an edited body, you don't find her attractive at all.
I didn't say that, nigga.
I'm just saying.
No, because you doing modified questions, bro.
I'm asking.
He's on
to
deer.
corner
Like,
you.
what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Listen. I'm asking a
No,
question.
Just because I like natural don't mean
asking.
I don't notice any.
Yeah.
I don't
You
notice
looking-
the
I'm
Bernice
just-
Burgos and
I'm just saying.
Tahiri, and I
I'm
see
just
them.
saying. I'm
Yes,
just
they
saying.
nice.
Is Tahiri's butt real?
No,
I don't know, but that shit
Nah.
look, it
But,
look real.
It's amazing.
yeah, I mean, you know,
But
you
you
know.
rather girl on Jamaica Ave or rather
No,
her
why you
than-
choosing the worst areas, bro?
Oh,
like
that's
the
the
natural
I'm just saying.
Bro,
I'm
there's
just asking. I gotta
yo,
ask.
there's Tiana Taylor's out there. There's fucking.
But you
fake.
say you don't like abs.
She man muscular.
fake.
bro.
No,
You say you
she
don't like
is,
abs.
but I'm just
What's
saying.
fake? What's fake?
I would kill
me
I
right
said
now, bro.
no. I
butt's
said
fake?
if I
It's
see
not fake,
something
bro. I think she got
modified
transfer.
and I see something
transfer.
natural, I would
Fat
attract.
transfer.
I would be more attracted to the natural. Tiana Taylor, from what I know,
But you just say you don't like
didn't
abs
have.
though.
Listen to what I'm saying,
Alright,
bro.
got you.
But she's natural.
Junior annoying.
Yes,
Yo,
I am.
word. I'm like,
Yes,
nigga, you're
I
not
am.
hearing me.
I am very annoying.
So I'm like, yo,
This nigga's looking
she's
for
natural.
the answer he wants you to answer.
I know. That's why he keep asking.
All right.
So are you
not
sure?
On
On this day, you said natural versus
I'm
this.
telling you, I'm gonna get him one day because it's crazy. Like, yo, every answer's perfect.
Oh,
Nigga,
my
he's
nigga,
batting
I'm
1,000. Like, yo,
Media
hold
train,
on.
bro. Media train, baby.
Yeah, I could tell. We all could tell. Nigga need his own show. Holy shit.
Moving on. The fight to be perfect is too important right now for ladies. That's just how it looks. You
And
don't
they put
gotta
a
be
lot of stress
perfect.
on the girls too.
Yeah, it's just you don't have to be perfect.
That's our fault, though.
No, it ain't,
is.
nigga.
It
It's
is.
these magazines
into
for
this.
no. These
Go into the
magazines,
next
That's a whole
these
different
magazines
topic
is
now,
run
bro.
by women and no disrespect, homosexual men.
We take
And
part also.
No, listen, bro.
You gotta take part of that.
Listen,
He's right.
bro, we take part in it, but not to the extent that y'all think, bro. We're not. It's not a straight man that's running these magazines that's saying this is beauty, or a fashion magazine that's saying this is beauty. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no heterosexual male is doing that.
You don't know that.
Ain't no heterosexual
You don't
male
know that, bro.
doing that. You know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
You don't know that.
We're
No.
not telling these women, oh, okay, like, come on, think about it. Look on Instagram. There's plenty of big girls that's big and out of shape that get millions of likes.
You basically what you
So-
just implying. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. What I feel like you're implying is a metrosexual can be
I
into
ain't
fashion.
say that. I ain't say that. See you on your feminist
No,
shit
no,
or
no,
something.
no,
We
I-
gonna move
Be
on. We gonna
something.
move on. We gonna move on. We gonna move on. We gonna move on. We gonna leave that fight
Oh, my
for
feminist shit. Nah, I'm telling you. That's
for
not-
another day. Moving on to our last segment, Pop or Flop.
Pop a flop,
Like
flop.
we always do, first on the agenda is the return of power.
Bliggity.
Coming up real soon. How we feel about that, Pop or Flop? The return of power.
That's a pop.
Okay.
That's a pop.
Andrew?
I'm the only one on here that don't watch that shit. So.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's a pop for me.
That's the pop for me, June.
This is a pop.
That's a pop.
Yes, sir. Moving on.
I'm gonna get to it.
Drake gives
Liar.
Drake gives
got to
a
Jim Jones album.
It's gonna take you a while.
Drake gives a tease
Whatever
to his
works.
new Drake gives a tease to his new project on the way out pretty soon. A lot of people saying that his numbers will be better than J. Cole's numbers. How you feel? Will Drake's project surpass J. Cole's numbers? You feel like that's an irrelevant statement?
I think J. Cole's project made so much noise and it was so different. So I think Drake, people already know the type of style of music Drake is going to do. So J. Cole project was so left to a point where it did mad numbers. So I feel like with Drake, it's going to be like a regular. Either he going to give you a couple of joints with some bars, and then he going to give you the same singing joints. So I just feel like that's a flop as far as number-wise.
I feel like Drake is damn near one of the biggest artists out here. I feel like Drake is a bigger artist than J. Cole, and it's a no-brainer for me. I think he's going to do better numbers than J. Cole. That's a pop.
I agree 100%. He damn near has the Midas touch for like the last couple years.
Like
No matter.
last decade.
Yeah, that long.
Yeah, he's been there for 10 years.
That's true.
He actually said it on
That's true.
that
yeah,
new
so-
Lil Baby John.
Damn.
I don't think he's really gonna like
Fizzle
flop.
out.
I don't. Yeah,
He's not
ain't no fizzling right
he's-
now. So yeah,
Even if it's
a pop
trash,
for me.
he's not going to flop.
It's definitely a pop.
With these days, commercial always wins, so I'm gonna say with Pop.
Yep. JR.
Yeah, I think he'll sell more than J. Cole.
I definitely feel he going to sell more than J. Cole just off of like fans. Like he has more fans.
And another thing, he's very he's very strategic when it comes to like he knows how to use social media. He knows how to use like just in general marketing. His marketing tactics really work. Like even
he has a better marketing.
And he also has a whole country behind him.
And he has
that too, but
not
even
just the country too.
even
he
like
has a machine.
You got two countries.
period.
even like I remember
Canada and America now.
I remember when him and Drake was beefing. I mean, when him and Meek was beefing, and like he made it popular to use emojis to like
Express
itself and kill and like really that's like. After that, I started
It
seeing
actually
people
became a thing.
like everybody putting
With the
emojis
charge,
under.
with the charge, yeah.
Became a thing.
Yeah, like everybody putting
yeah.
emojis under shit. Now, like his album is called Scorpion. That's his emoji for his.
I
his
peeped
album.
that.
So,
I peeped the marketing plan.
Yeah, so
And it's gonna work. And it's gonna work for me too because I'm a Scorpio, so he got me.
Moving on. Moving,
He got me.
moving on. Papa flop. Golden State's beat Houston by 41 the other night, but actually after I just looked at my phone, Golden State just lost tonight.
Wow.
But
He said yes.
go. Do you still think with all of this hoopla back and forth with Houston, do you still see Golden State winning the chip? Hyper.
oh, it's close now.
I'm going for Houston. I'm going with the underdog.
So it's a
Danger.
flop.
Yeah, I think they
That got me hyped.
they could probably beat them.
So it's 1-1.
So flop.
2-2.
2-2.
I think they probably, yeah. I'm gonna say
Danger,
pop.
danger.
I'm gonna say
It's all
pop.
a money thing, bro.
I agree with Hyper. The way now that you're telling me that, before that information, I'm not gonna hold you. I thought Golden State got it, but now they got a chance, so it's a pop.
I'm a LeBron fan. I do not like Golden State, so this hypes me.
Oh,
the fuck
Lord,
up.
oh, Lord.
So floppity flop flop.
I'm gonna say pop. I still think G State got it. Go ahead.
I think Golden State still got it too.
Golden State.
All right, moving on. Janet Jackson gets the Icon Award at the Billboards. Some say she doesn't deserve it. Some say she does deserve it. Do you feel like music is for music? Do you feel like Janet Jackson is an icon? Hyper.
For music,
Yes.
pop.
Oh my God! Explain that pop.
It's not even a question. Pop.
Definitely not.
Pop.
That's not even a question. Pop.
Pop.
All right, and that is it. This is episode number 7, Ali Similar Podcast.
Yes, sir.
And we are out of here. See y'all next time.
Holla.
You already know what time it is.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.